Driving test quotas. Now, I've not done a video on this on my own page, mainly because there are still a lot of people out there, no matter how many videos come out, that believe that the DVSA set numbers each week, and they say to examiners, you can only give 20 passes this week. And then the examiner sort of gives out their 20 passes and goes, right, well, everybody else has got to fail now. It truly isn't like that. I did never experience that as a driving examiner. And I'm just going to go off the experience that I had in the 3 test centres that I worked in. I covered in one of them and the other 2 were my home test centres. And I think what a lot of people miss here is that yes, there is an average test centre pass rate. Yes, there is a lot of statistics recorded and you can look at that. But in my experience, those statistics weren't used to beat examiners around the head with and told about what numbers they need to achieve and etc. It was actually a really good way of opening up discussion and realizing why certain people were given certain faults in certain places and things like that. It was a really good talking point and it got everybody talking about the job. Because a good examiner isn't somebody that just comes out of basic training with this black and white idea of what looks like a serious fault, what looks like a dangerous fault, and that is it. What looks like this particular fault, and that is it. It isn't like that. Marking and assessment is not black and white a lot of the time. And you have to evolve to different situations. Because on one day you could be at the roundabout or at a particular roundabout and there's a little bit of traffic and a certain thing can seem like a serious fault. And then on another day, you could be at the same roundabout, even in the same instructor's vehicle, and a similar thing could happen, but you get a slightly different fault. And it's all of those things. And by opening up that discussion and using those statistics that we receive, you can grow as an examiner and you can grow and become a better assessor and a better marker of people's tests. And that gives, holistically, the whole test centre becomes better. And it means that you guys get a fairer shot at the driving test, because any examiner you go to at that test centre should be marking similarly to the other examiners that are in there. Fingers crossed things like this are helping. I hope I haven't gone too much off topic. Good luck on your driving test.